Namaskar. The question is there such a thing as fate? Can I control everything in my life? Or there is something beyond, completely beyond my control? And is there something predetermined that I simply have to live through, simply have to experience? Yoga believes in the law of causality. It means that everything must have a cause. Every cause will have an effect, and every effect must have a cause. So whatever I'm experiencing right now, in the present moment, whatever I feel, I think, my thoughts, feelings, emotions, pain, pleasures in my inner world, and also situations through which I am going in the outer world, everything of that must have a cause. And the cause is obviously is not in the future. The cause is in the past. And the past is already done. It cannot be undone. So the present moment is the continuation of the story that has started some time ago. Maybe it has started yesterday. Maybe it has started day before yesterday. Maybe it has started 10 years ago. Or maybe it has started 1,000 years ago. We don't know. But what I'm feeling now is the continuation of the past. So some portion in the present moment I cannot control. I can only accept. But I can control to some extent, of course. The more we develop, the more the measure of that control. I can control my response to what I'm feeling right now, what I'm experiencing in the inner world and also in the outer world. So since we cannot control the experiences that I am going through, but we can control response, we should forget about the experiences and should focus on the response. I would like to explain the mechanics, how the law of causality works. Whenever we perform any action, big or small, good or bad, that action will produce a change in the external environment. And at the same time, it will produce a change within our own mind. Every action leaves the imprint in the mind. And that imprint stays there like a deformation, like modification within, distortion within the mind. That distortion, and the mind is such an entity, it's like a balloon. You can distort the balloon with your hands, but as soon as you remove the hands, the balloon will like to restore the original shape. So the mind is also constantly seeking to restore the state of balance. And there are millions and millions and millions and millions of distortions that have been accumulated in the deeper layers of the mind by the actions that we have done in the past. So those distortions, they stay inside the mind. In yogic language, they are called samskaras. Those samskaras, they stay deeper in the deeper layers of the mind as the seeds of potential reactions. I will explain now what it means, the reactions. One day, those seeds will sprout and they will reach the surface of the mind. And at the surface of the mind, they will create agitation. For example, I cook some food. I have cooked some food and I have offered it to my friend. My friend have eaten it and he became very happy. And he said, "Oh, Dada, it was really fantastic, delicious food. Now I feel fantastic. Thank you very much." "Oh, you're welcome." And this action, I have done something that have created, that have given joy to the world, pleasure to the world. And it will create a special modification within my mind. And to remove that modification from the mind, I will have to experience a similar sort of pleasure. So I'm sitting at home, and suddenly in my mind this desire comes. I would like to eat some ice cream. Something is missing. I would like to eat some ice cream. I want to feel this creamy taste in my tongue. Without that, I feel some kind of agitation. My mind is not at peace. And then I'm hearing there is a knock on the door. Tuck, 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 tuck. The friend is there. Dada, you know, actually I bought too much of ice cream. I cannot finish it all myself. Would you like to have some? Oh, please come, you are my savior. Then we eat ice cream. Oh, now it is perfect. Now I feel completely comfortable. I feel completely at ease. So there was agitation in the mind. That agitation was the result of the seed that has sprouted, that has grown into this agitation. And to remove that agitation, I need to experience the sweet, creamy taste of the ice cream. This is how so-called positive samskara or positive seed of the reaction is removed, is fulfilled. Similarly, if I have done something painful in the past to the world, I have emanated pain from out of myself and given it to the world, then I will have to experience painful reaction to my original action. For example, I'm walking along the street, and I ask someone for direction. Excuse me, could you tell me how can I find railway station? And the man will retort very angrily. What do you think? Am I an information bureau here to give direction to every Tom, Dick and Harry? And then you feel shocked. Why he is so rude? Why he is so angry at me? I was so polite with him, and you feel injustice, you feel insulted, and this kind of feelings you experience within. Why did you come to that person? Out of million men, you will choose only the one, unconsciously, you will choose only the one who will give you the opportunity to bring the balance in your mind, to burn your negative reaction. And so now it is our choice. What is our response? Slowly, by experiencing pains and pleasures by living in the world, we remove the modifications, we remove the distortions within the mind. And what is the state of balance? It is the state of the perfect happiness. It is the state of satisfaction. And that state is necessary for spiritual upliftment. If there is agitation in the mind, how can we meditate? So also when we meditate and we try to remove that agitation of the mind, it's like pushing the boundaries of the mind, expanding the mind. And that expansion of the mind meets with the barriers of samskaras, of the potential reactions. So when we meditate, actually, to expand further, we need to remove the agitation from the mind. We need to remove the results of those actions done some long time ago. The faster you expand, the faster you need to remove those results. So that is why when we start meditating, the things start to happen much faster. In the external world, the situations, they go much faster. This is only to liberate you from the bondage of those samskaras. So it is a good sign that there is a feeling that life is speeding up with your meditation. So the amount of pleasure and pain in our life we cannot control. It means that those reactions to the original actions, they are within myself. They are not outside myself. We think that it is environment. It is the environment which gives me pain and pleasure. No, it is not environment. You are finding such environment consciously and unconsciously. And wherever you go, you will create your world. You will create your environment. You can go to live in Moscow. You can go to live in New York. You can go to live in the moon. But still, you will create you will find out, or you will create an environment which is suitable for the expression of your samskara, of your reactions to the past actions. So it was not always wise to change the environment. People think, like, let's say, I will divorce this wife, I will get better one, new one. New one is always better. But the new one, you will find that is the same like the first one. So it is not very wise to change always the external circumstances. It's just like a decoration. Is nothing substantial. All the substance is within yourself. So internal change is better than the external change. When the internal change happens, the external change will follow. And the point is here that our present moment is simultaneously both. It is, we are harvesting the results of the past, harvesting the pains and pleasures that we have created in the past already, and the pain and pleasures we cannot control. And it is also sowing the seeds of the future. And what seeds we are going to sow, this we can control. We definitely can control what kind of seeds we will sow. And the seeds will sprout and will create the future. For example, someone is insulting me. I can become angry and I can insult in return. He has insulted me, he has given me pain, and I want to him double amount of pain. No, triple, better 10 times more. Let him remember, let him learn his lesson. So you are harvesting one poisonous fruit and you are sowing the seeds of the 10 poisonous trees. It is not very wise. So rather, when consuming pain, we should give joy to the world. Actually, the best would be not to sow any seeds, because even the seeds which brings the sweet fruit, even those sweet fruits are still, it is the agitation of the mind. They deprive you from the happiness, and you need to receive the pleasure to restore the state of happiness. So that is why it's better not to sow any seeds. And there is a technique not to sow any seeds. As long as you think that I am doing the action, you will also consume, you will also harvest the results of your actions. But if you think that I am simply following, I am a part of the cosmic harmony, I am the part of the cosmic order, my ego is not involved, my I want and I don't want are not involved. What is involved is the inner voice, it is the inner inspiration. I am the instrument of the Supreme Consciousness. Supreme Consciousness doing everything through me. In this case, you will just consume the old fruits and you will not sow the new seeds. And if you are not sowing the new seeds, then the mind will remain in a state of continual, perpetual happiness, in the state of continuous satisfaction. And that state is the most conducive for meditation. The mind will go on expanding without any barriers. You meet old barriers, you destroy those barriers, and you are not creating any new barriers. Actually, this topic of karma, topic of action and samskara, the results of action, is a very big one. I will one day record a long lecture on about 1.5 or about 2 hours on that topic. Actually, best would be about 4 hours seminar to completely understand. But I hope that some understanding is already there. We harvest the past, we cannot avoid pain and pleasure, we just have to live through it, and that pain and pleasure gives us understanding. After experiencing a certain amount of painful experiences, the understanding is born within the mind. You know that I will do it in this way, I will not do it in other way. And also, through, if you're experiencing pleasures, also you get this understanding. That understanding signifies that mind expands, you are growing, you are developing. Yes. But we can control our response to the experiences, what I am feeling. If I am feeling pain, I will not give pain to the world, I will give joy to the world. So we will focus on that. And yoga helps you to control your mind, to control your emotions, so that your response will be positive. Meditation helps you very much in that, to sow better seeds. So thank you very much. Namaskar.